Hey guys, it is Dan here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're here back on FIFA 20 for episode 23 of my Sheffield United career mode. Be sure to like the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit that sub button and also hit the bell if you want notifications when these videos go live. Now if we go back to episode 21, we started the new season after staying up in the Premier League. We got off to an okay start against Leicester and then against Chelsea and Derby in the previous episode. That did not go to plan. We lost both games. The team just weren't making the runs that I wanted them to. It was really frustrating. But we've got a lifeline here, a game to just trial something that might work, might not work, but surely we can win anyway. We're going up against Portsmouth in the EFL Cup. We're at home, so Bramall Lane should have an advantage and we should easily go through to the next round. We're going to use the second team. So the problem in the previous episode was that the team just weren't making the runs down the side. Obviously I'm playing a 4-3-3. I'll probably use the 4-4-1-1 formation for the youth team once again, just like I did last season. But when I was playing the 4-3-3, it just wasn't going as expected. I mean, the guys down the wings just weren't making their runs. They were doing it the last season, but they weren't doing it at the start of this season. I got a comment saying it might be second season syndrome or something. That's commonly a thing in the Premier League, but hopefully that doesn't happen to us. Surely we can stay up this season, but we've got to go into this match against Portsmouth at Bramall Lane, and surely we can get through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. So welcome to Bramall Lane for the first round that we're competing in the Carabao Cup. Round 2 it is, and we're up against Portsmouth. I believe they're still in League 1. I don't know if they got promoted last season or relegated. I doubt it. The player to watch today for Portsmouth is Curtis. 2 goals in the previous match in the Carabao Cup. That is something to look out for. Our lineup tonight, we're playing Michael Verrips in goals. We've got Baldock, Keane Bryan, John Egan and Ben Osborne at the back. In the middle we've got Caruthers, Lundstrom, Ferguson and Freeman. We've got McBurney in the centre forward role. And we've got David Parkhouse starting up top today, since Billy Sharp decided to retire at the end of last season. We've had to replace his position in the starting lineup with David Parkhouse. Surely he can perform quite well. I mean, I think it's his first game that he's starting for us, so hopefully he can perform. For Portsmouth though, McGilvery starts in goals with Walks, Downing, Burgess and Brown at the back. Close, Morris, Williams and Curtis are in the midfield. They're playing a 4-4-1-1 as well. Evans and Marquise are the 2 forwards, and they're playing a 4-2-3-1, sorry. But hopefully this game won't be as challenging as Derby was. Derby was a threat and I did not expect them to be. We're going to get this game underway with David Parkhouse. Away we go, and hopefully we can get a win under our belt for the first time this season. I mean, this is our 4th game in the season and I'm having to only say that now. This is a bit worrying, but hopefully we can step on it. We're going to whip in the ball with Lewis Ferguson, the main man this season. It's into the box and McGilvery spills it. It was rolling into the back of the net and it's cleared away by one of the defenders. I'm unsure who it was, but that was ever so close. Caruthers takes that throw in quite quickly, looking for the run once again. Oh, Sammy Caruthers, first time into the box. That's looping over, but it's gone out of play. That's one back straight by us. No chance for Portsmouth anyways. Ferguson can play it down in towards Ollie McBurney. Takes a touch away. McBurney hits it. It's blocked by the defender. And now they can clear away once again. Parkhouse has won it back actually. David Parkhouse doing quite well so far. Nothing has come out of this game just yet. We haven't had many shots. But Portsmouth now look to be driving. Egan, John Egan, the main man, can block that. McBurney plays it inside. Lovely footwork there from Ollie McBurney. It's chipped over the top into David Parkhouse. He could possibly whip into the box. He does so. Who's their back post? McGilvery puts it over the bar and out for a corner kick. 25 minutes in, we're looking very attacking this game. We just can't seem to find the back of the net or even get into the box. But now the ball's been whipped into the box by Lewis Ferguson, and it's a good header. It's actually, what has happened there? Oh my word, David Parkhouse has scored. I don't know, I should be more excited than I am, more elevated than I am, but David Parkhouse has scored. A mess up by McGilvery. I was kind of lost for words there. The defender kicked it out of his hands and David Parkhouse slots it into the back of the net. Is that his first goal for the side? I think so. I don't know, I'm not sure, but it's a goal anyway. David Parkhouse gets it. Evans can find Curtis. It's in towards Marquise now. Oh, he's absolutely skinned our player. Has Marquise? He hit it. He's hit it. And it's into the back of the net. Absolutely skinned our player there. has the Portsmouth striker. Look at that. John Egan getting turned by the I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. John scores against us. And once again, we're back to the drawing board because what more can we do? Cruthers can find Parkhouse. Parkhouse plays it through into Ollie McBurney. Can he hit in the back of the net? Yes, he can. Into the near post. Ollie McBurney does not keep us level for long. He puts us ahead against Portsmouth, and it's 2-1. What more can I say? Quick football there. That's what we should have been doing the whole season, but it's only coming into play now. Parkhouse found McBurney running through the gap, and McBurney tricked McGilvery and went to the inside post instead of putting it to the far post. That is McBurney's first goal of the season, I believe. His first goal in the Carabao Cup anyway. And I'm delighted. As I said when we scored the first goal, if only we can keep it like this, but I don't know. We can hit over the top with Lundstrom. That is a very odd ball. It's fallen into Freeman. Luke Freeman can whip it into the box. McBurney on the header. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, Ollie McBurney almost putting us 3-1 up with that header. And it was a very, very odd pass from Lundstrom, but it seemed to work. Ferguson wins the ball back and has to play it back into Lundstrom. We've not got many spaces open at the moment. Played out wide to Freeman. Can play it inside into Ollie McBurney, who turns his man. McBurney from the edge of the box hits it into the back of the net. It is 3-1 before half time, and thankfully we have a 2-goal gap in front of our opposition, and surely that is good enough. I mean, we are playing with the youth side as well, so this is very, very good to see that the youth side are able to beat a League One side. Is probably their level. They need to grow more, but McBurney turns and puts it into the back of the net. A lovely curling effort past the Portsmouth keeper. Cruthers out wide to George Baldock. Finding the space, great is George Baldock. That's a lovely ball. It's deflected into the path of David Parkhouse. He's hit it. Oh, it's a good save by McGilvery. It's fallen back into Luke Freeman, who tries to put it into the box and walks, puts out for a corner. Everything's happening so quickly. The ball's into the box from Luke Freeman onto the head of the Portsmouth defender. It's cleared away, but we have it once again with Ben Osborne. Ben Osborne whips into the box onto the head of absolutely nobody. It's cleared away by Portsmouth, and once again nothing special happens just yet. That's a ball into Baldock. Baldock picked it up. He can possibly play it through now. He has done so into Samir Cruthers. Can he whip into the box? Yes, he can. Cruthers into Parkhouse. Oh, it's a brilliant save by the keeper. Absolutely brilliant save there by McGilvery. That's a ball into Cruthers now. He's found a runner, George Baldock. Can he get on the end of it? That's a perfectly weighted pass into Baldock. He's cut inside, possibly looking for a run here. Baldock plays it through into Cruthers once again. That would have been a brilliant 1-2 finish, but not yet. We've won the ball back, and we could possibly have another attack. It's into Cruthers once again. He skips past his defender into the box from Cruthers. Who's on the volley? Freeman. Oh, it's past the post. Luke Freeman getting ever so close, putting it past the post on the other side, across the face of goal, and McGilvery just didn't get a touch on it. Never mind. I thought he might have got a touch, but he didn't. Unlucky for Luke Freeman. And Portsmouth looking to counter-attack here. Curtis and Harrison driving up against our defence. It's played through now in towards Evans. Evans against Ridips. Oh, look at that. 89th minute and Portsmouth get a goal back. I don't know how this happened. It seems to always be in the final 5 minutes. We just concede a goal that's vital. This could be vital. We just need to keep the ball. That is it. And I shouldn't have to say this, but a very tough match against the League One side in Portsmouth. But we've won 3-2 against Portsmouth. A brilliant result for our young team anyway. Featuring a few of the main starters. Ollie McBurney there getting 2 of the goals today. It wasn't our best performance, but also it wasn't our worst performance of the season. We win 3-2 against Portsmouth, and I'm delighted. We're through to the next round. So in the end you look at it and you're like, wow, they dominated them, and sure we did. 14 shots to their 5, 9 on target to their 2, but we only had 1 more goal than them, which is quite worrying. We need to work on our conversion rate. But man of the match today was none other than Ollie McBurney. Vrips only had to make 2 saves, whereas McGilvery made 9, which is absolutely crazy. A good result for him anyway. So in the last episode I put a poll up on should we sell Ben Osborne, and right now as I'm recording this it is at yes. So we're going to delegate this player sale. We're going to start the offer at 6.5 million, Don't sell him for less than 4.75 million. Maybe he might go, maybe he might not. But everyone, and I mean everybody, was commenting to sign Ollie Watkins. Now he now plays for Sassuolo. Don't know if I'm saying that right, but we're going to offer him, we're going to approach to loan. They don't want to loan him, so we're going to have to approach to buy him. 8 million, I think that's worth it, especially because everyone's asking for me to buy him. So we're going to approach to buy him from Sassuolo, and hopefully we can get a better deal than just 8 million. Hopefully maybe bring it down to 7 or anything. Look at my face. They've just said 12 million. We're going to counter that. Maybe 10.9 million with the possibility of putting it up to possibly 11. But I'm not going to put it up higher than maybe 11.5 because we've got hardly any budget left. So everybody wants me to sign him. So they have accepted a 10.9 million deal with Ollie Watkins. Now we just have to negotiate with him and see if he wants to join the club. And everyone was saying to me, oh, you should sign Ollie Watkins. And look what I'm doing. I'm doing it at a price though, but I'm still doing it. We're going to negotiate with Ollie Watkins for a contract now. Okay, so we've decided for an important squad role, contract length 4 years, and they've just hit me with a wage. And I think that is a reasonable wage to pay for Ollie Watkins, especially because everybody wants me to get him. So we're just going to accept that wage, 26,000 a week for Ollie Watkins, but we will take it. We have signed Ollie Watkins. Welcome to the club. So after that win against Portsmouth, it was just a scrape of a win as well. We now head to Villa Park for a tough game. Now, it will be on your screen right now, our previous 2 games against Aston Villa. So the first game last season, we drew 2-2 with them, and then they beat us at Villa Park in February. So the 2-1 defeat that they handed us at Villa Park last time, they'll be looking to work on that and give us even more trouble. Aston Villa currently sit 7th in the league as well, compared to our 16th place. We've only got 1 point, which is a big problem. We've got to work on that. So let's go to Villa Park for this game in the Premier League. Welcome to Villa Park for our 4th fixture of this Premier League season 2020-2021. As we look to get our first win of the campaign. We haven't had a good start so far. We looked like we were going to beat Leicester, but no, Perez had an answer to it. As you can see there, Aston Villa have won 2 of their 3 games. They're currently in 7th compared to ourselves, who've only drawn a game and lost the 2 others. We're down in 16th. Player to watch today is Ollie McBurney. Obviously 2 goals in the previous match, which was the EFL Cup though, so you've got to give a bit of consideration to that. Will he do it today? I doubt it, but we'll have to give him a shot anyway. Tom Heaton starts in goals for Villa with Gilbert, Mings, Engels and Gazolisco at the back. Lopez, Nakamba and McGinn are in the midfield, and up top they've got Jota, Wesley and Treze. A good team there for Villa, but hopefully we can overcome them today. Obviously our team is Henderson starts in goals, Baldock, O'Connell, Tamori and Stevens start at the back. Egan is resting from that cup game. Fleck, McBurney and Norwood start in the middle. And up top we've got Morrison, Robinson and Lys Mousset. We've changed it about. Robinson is in the central role this time. Mousset is on the wing. But Wesley gets us underway for this game at Villa Park. And we haven't had much luck against Villa so far. We've only got a draw against him, and then we lost last time we came to Villa Park. Hopefully we can change that today. But I also said that against Derby, and look what happened. The ball's out wide once again to Treze. Very fast paced here at Villa Park. Treze now trying to battle against Tamori, and what is that? What is that? Wesley's just scored, and I don't believe it. Look at that. So unlucky against Villa. And it's just going to be the same way again, isn't it? Wesley gets the ball from a poor touch from O'Connell. And what more can I do there? I could have cleared it, yes. Look at this. Tamori tried to block. It came in, it smacked off O'Connell. He didn't have time to clear it away before Wesley had already put it in the back of the net. Find Callum Robinson. We just need to find that extra pass here. Robinson whips it through. Heaton's out to punch away. And we've actually won it back with Callum Robinson looking down the right hand side into George Baldock. We've not got much time or much space to do anything. We found McBurney once again. Takes onto his right, he hits it. And he's actually been fouled. Now I don't think Norwood's going to be able to whip it over the wall here. He's played it inside to Robinson, who turns. It's deflected, it hits the post. And what more can we do? What actually can we do more? That is so unlucky. We're ever so close once again. And we just need to find a goal here at Villa Park. But Nakamba's won it back. And I'm getting a bit frustrated. We found the space of John Fleck in the middle, but we just can't seem to break through. Actually, can we? John Fleck now into the box, and he's hit it into the back of the net, past Tom Heaton, and we're back in the game. John Fleck, number 4, the man who's been there the whole time for us, puts it into the back of the net past Tom Heaton, and we are back in this game. How surprising was that? Just as I was talking about, we need to find the space. John Fleck does it, and that's another goal. But hopefully that doesn't come into play for much longer. Hopefully we can just keep it up and get good performances. But now it's into the boxes. Tomori can clear only as far as Lopez. A brilliant save by Dean Henderson. And what would we be doing without him right now? Lopez now plays it through into Wesley. The goal scorer for Villa can find Lopez. And once again, Treza is just out wide. Easily chips it over Baldock. We've got to watch for another ball into the box from Treze. Tomori's there to win it back. And no, he wins it back, does Treze. We just can't seem to do anything. Brilliant save by Dean Henderson. Brilliant save by him. I just can't seem to do much right now. Gilbert down the right hand side for Villa. It's into the box. Surely we can clear it with Tomori into Lopez. A brilliant save by Dean Henderson once again. He has really kept us in it. Switch plays. O'Connell can play it out to Baldock. Can he keep it in play? I think he can. George Baldock whips it up in towards Rafa Morrison. Looking for the run of somebody. We just can't seem to get the runs lately. There are more in the junior match than this match. But McBurney can find Callum Robinson away. Robinson hits on the left foot. It falls to once again on the volley and Tom Heaton saves. Ever so close for Callum Robinson. And we just can't seem to break anything down. That was one lucky attack. Just like the Fleck goal in the first half. That was very lucky in the attack. And now Jota attacks down the right hand side. Into the box. Surely we can clear that way. Yes, we can with Baldock. One back by Baldock brilliantly. We just need to find the space. McBurney plays it inside to Norwood. Nice football here at Villa Park as Rafa Morrison skips away. Can he put it in? Yes, he can. And he does what Callum Robinson couldn't do. Rafa Morrison puts it into the back of the net and puts us ahead for the first time here at Villa Park. I scrambled up my words as I was meant to explain what was happening there, but Rafa Morrison skipped away from the defenders. Didn't think he was going to get through, but he did. And in the 65th minute, he gets his second goal of the season. Brilliant. Aston Villa look to be attacking. It's into Lopez, out wide, into Jota. Surely we can't have him play into the box. Wesley hits it over the bar. Ref, how's that penalty? Tomori trips down Wesley in the box. And the penalty's been given. How is this a penalty? I guess he did kick it, but that is a dive in the end. We're bringing off Morrison and McBurney. On comes Ollie Watkins to make his first appearance, and Luke Freeman also joins him. But this is a penalty. Why is it giving me the screen as soon as he's doing the run-up? Wesley hits a penalty into the back of the net. And what more can I say? Just when things were looking good, Wesley seems to destroy it for ourselves. And just like our first game against Villa, it is now 2-2. As Wesley plays a quick ball into Jota. Surely we can tackle him. Wesley and Jota playing a 1-2. Now it's into Treze. Brilliant save by Henderson. It's out for a corner. I don't understand how Henderson's been so good this game, but he's kept them out numerous times. We're bringing on Lewis Ferguson instead of Ollie Norwood to see the game off, hopefully. Treze whips into the box. Ferguson can block. It's back out to Treze once again for the cross in. He's offside. He's offside. And surely this can be game over. If we can just take this, I will be happy. As Treze wins the ball once again. But that is full time. We've got another point in the league. And this has been a disaster of a start to the season. We should have won this game. But we do equal our best result against Villa, which is a 2-2 draw. What more can I ask for? The runs were still not there, even though I've got the settings to get in behind. It just does not work as I want it to. But Wesley, we could have won that game, but I don't know if it was really a penalty. The game was quite equal, although Villa did have more shots and shots on target than ourselves. They had more possession just as well. The game deserved to be a draw. I think we deserve a point, especially because of what happened in the previous two games as well. Rafa Morrison gets man of the match, 9.0 rating for himself. Dean Henderson made 8 saves today, 1 less than McGilvery did in our game against Portsmouth. Tom Heaton made 5, but he wasn't as busy as our shot stopper. as it's a positive result, but we need to be more positive in the future matches. So we're now into deadline day. After that, I don't even want to say it was an okay result against Aston Villa, but we could have done a lot better. Now let's look at transfer deadline day. We've kind of signed everybody that we want to sign, and we've got Ben Osborne waiting. If he wants to go, he can. If he doesn't want to go, he can stay. But we're not going to meet our objective of the 18 million. We've received a transfer offer for Ollie McBurney from Benfica for 13.6 million. We're going to reject that though, because we need McBurney in the squad because we don't have a replacement for him. So we're going to reject that offer for now. And maybe in the January window, if they want to make that offer, we might sell him. So Osborne has been sold to Southampton. We've got 3.7 million into our budget. We've received an offer for Ollie Norwood. We're not going to accept that though, because we need him in the team as well, just like McBurney. So that is transfer deadline day done, and let's look at the best transfers or the most expensive transfers from that window. So Koulibaly went from Napoli to Barcelona for 103 million. Kimmich went to Barcelona from Bayern for 71 million. So they are really spending on the defenders, are Barcelona. Real Madrid sold Asensio to PSG for 70 million. Fabian went from Napoli to Chelsea for 61 million. Vinicius Jr. went to Everton. I don't know if I'm saying this name right, but 43 million. Now, that is going to be a problem for us because I didn't expect Everton to have that kind of money to splash out. But that is a big signing for Everton. So in the next episode, we will be facing Newcastle, Stoke, and I might add in this fixture against Norwich City. Otherwise, we'll be playing them twice in the same episode, which I don't think would really suit it that well. So there may be 3 games in the next episode. Marcus Dewhurst has been approached on a 1-year loan deal for Tyrrell. We're going to accept that offer, and he can go there on loan if he wants. It'll be good for him to get experience especially. We're going to set up Isaac Murphy to go to Scotland to scout some players. We just need some more players in the youth squad because some of them aren't that great. Some of them won't break into the team for another few years, and we need some that'll try and break in this season, maybe into the EFL squad. So our next game, as you can see here, is at home at Newcastle. It will be in episode 24, but let's look at the Premier League standings before we end off this video. So we currently sit 16th as we did when we started the episode, but we've got a game in hand compared to Derby and Fulham. Norwich are still there on 0 points, so hopefully they won't actually cause us any problems, but as I say that, they probably will. But we first face them in the Cup anyway, which means we can study how they play before we play them in the league ourselves. At the top of the league, Man City have won 5 out of 5. They haven't even conceded a goal yet this season. Liverpool are second. Chelsea and Everton round off the top 4. West Ham finally lost a game, but we really need to work on our own performance. We haven't won a game yet this season. We should have by now. So if you guys have any suggestions to make my team better, obviously we're not in the transfer window anymore, so we'll have to do it on our own merit. We've got to change the team about, possibly. Let me know. I'm going to sign Brendan Fagan when he turns 16. He's obviously still 15 in the youth academy. Let's look at him now. When he turns 16, we can sign him, and he's 64 rated. That's a good rating for him at 15 anyway. Hopefully he can grow more when he's 16 as well, when we can actually play him in games. But anyway guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. If you did enjoy it, smash the like button and let me know down in the comments if there's any way I can improve. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell for notifications whenever this series goes live. I want to apologise once again because the games just weren't up to our standard. We should be winning at least both of them there because Villa should have been there for the taking. But anyway guys, thank you ever so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you guys next time.